Welcome, guys. A very special stream with a very special person for a very special team. Welcome, Ramesh, sir.
Yeah, hello Rakesh. Hello everyone. We are really excited to today because we are having the Indian Yogis team, which will be representing our country, and we are participating in the Pro Chess League 2021. So we're all excited, and we have some strong lineup in our team. So let's probably ask the audience whom they think are playing for our team. So we
Yeah, I
have
think.
9 players in our team.
Mhm. And guys, so I think you guys must have seen our thumbnail. So let us know in the chat which of the nine players you know and which of them are your favorites. And yep, and good evening, guys. In the chat. Hello. Welcome. And yes, first we'll have have a look at the chat and their favorite players, and then we'll also explain you the format quickly because games start at 10:30 p.m. sharp. So yes, I see guys in the chat. Mrinal, Nihal, Pragg, all our favorites. Vansh is also in the chat,
Yeah.
and Mrinal is saying Nihal, Pragg, Raunak, Deepta, and Murli. Interesting. Nihal and Raunak, of course, big favorites. Pragg is also a very big channel favorite here. And so, Ramesh, sir, before we get into the games quickly, just your thoughts on the Indian Yogis. You also were the coach and manager of this team last year. So, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so initially, like when the Pro Chess League was happening, I was not actively participating in it, and there were many cities representing in our from our country. Like we had the Mumbai team, Delhi, Mumbai Movers, Delhi, and
Yep.
Chennai. Even though we had many grandmasters, we unfortunately none of us took initiative to form a team from Chennai, and I was always missing it. And subsequently, from the last couple of years, I tried to form a team on my own, and that's how Indian Yogis was formed. And subsequently, the Pro Chess League format also changed. They are evolving year to year. And
Yep.
earlier, we had many teams representing the same country. From one country, we had multiple teams. But since last 2 years, they have restricted one team per country. So, and they uh, Mr. Greg, he approached me and he asked me like if I can be manager for the team coming from India, and I agreed. So that's how it started. And I started reaching out to players. We were playing in the Riga Open at Latvia last month.
Yeah. Hmm.
Most of the players who are part of our team, they were also there. So I approached him and asked them if they're interested to play for our team. And most of them agreed, and that's how we have this team.
And what an amazing team, Ramesh, sir, and such a young team. I think the average age will be lesser than 20. I'm sure.
Yeah, must be close to it. For sure, Nihal, Pragg, Raunak, and Gukesh was also supposed to be part of our team, and he also
Yeah.
agreed to play, but he was invited to play in the European Chess Club. So
Right.
in the last moment, so he
And
could not
just
play for
few
our
hours
team.
ago, yeah, sorry to cut you off, but just a few hours ago, he won the Norway Chess Open. So that's
Wow.
good news as well.
Yeah, fantastic. And our guys have been winning tournament after tournament. If you see Arjun Erigasi, he won a tournament in Portugal, and we
Yeah.
have Gukesh winning and Ronak and Nihal. Everyone has been winning, and Sethuraman won in Barcelona Open. So
Yep.
it has been a great start for Indian chess right after the pandemic lockdown. The last 1.5 years, all these players have been preparing like a lot at home. They have been trying to play in tournaments, and once the floodgates are open, our guys are winning most of the tournaments happening in Europe. It's a very nice
Yeah.
thing to see.
So yeah, I think we have a couple of our stars playing from outside India, and we have one more international star as well, who is a last minute addition. So your thoughts on that, sir?
So we also have Jose Peru. He's playing for our country, and our team manager Nubair, he was also he took a lot of initiative to bring many players into the team, and
Hmm.
he was the one who suggested Jose to join play for our team since he has a very good track record in blitz format.
Yep. And guys, just 1 minute to go. So do like the stream if you haven't. So we'll have more people with us enjoying this 2 hour arena. So just to let you know, guys, the format is four teams will be playing today. And one team sadly will just crash out at the end of the 2 hour arena. One team goes directly through the quarterfinals, and the second and third team play a ladder match. So this is going to be exciting, and I'm sure we hope to finish first to avoid the tie break system for second and third. But yeah, it's 2 hours of fun coming up with 3+0 time blitz time control. And
So began already.
yeah, games are live, guys. Games are live.
Yeah. So maybe we start with Nihal's game. Uh,
Yes, what a start! Like MVL versus Nihal Sarin on board one, and what a start! And guys, we just had Nihal, Pragg, all of these talented kids as part of Team India as well, where they won bronze medal at the Olympiad recently. So Nihal looks all set and playing fast as usual here.
hmm, is already going after the king with
Yeah,
knight h4. I believe the position will appear on the screen shortly. Yeah, so it's a Nimzo Indian Rubinstein variation where MVL played e3 and
yeah.
knight e2. A very popular setup. And generally, the black goes castle and d5, but Nihal chose a sideline with c6, bishop a5, bishop c7, which is a sideline. And we can see that black's knight is already on h4. I'm just thinking maybe he's considering some, I don't know, knight g4. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
he goes for it. He goes for it. And guys, yes,
Yeah.
nice question in the chat. So Team India has 9 players. All the teams, 9 players play, and the best six performers scores are counted at the end of 2 hours. So you're even if a couple of your players are out of form, it's still okay because the top six scores will be counted at the end of 120 minutes, and the top team goes through directly to the quarterfinal. That happens, I think, on 20th or 21st. Yeah,
21st.
yeah, 21st. Sorry.
Yeah. So the format is like they're going to play this arena competition. And yeah, I can see Nihal's position is pretty good, but the players are asking for the bar uh,
Yeah, so
evaluation,
Niranjan.
I
Shout
guess.
out to Niranjan as well, who is doing an amazing job handling the OBS. So if we can have the bar for our fans, and yes, looking good for Nihal here,
Yeah.
or
Uh, I
was
felt,
looking.
yeah, I felt sometime back that the game will go into some sacrificial attack in the middle game. But now we have reached an end game where the knight on d4 for white seems to be pretty strong. And this is the problem with blitz games. You don't have sufficient time to think and take decisions. So maybe we can flip the board so we can see Nihal with black pieces. So we have this end game. I think it's evenly balanced. The
Yep.
pawn on b5 and is weak for white because white has already got pushed b5. Yeah. So the pawn on c5 is quite weak for white, and pawn on c6 is quite weak for from black's viewpoint. So I think the position is evenly balanced. I wouldn't be surprised if the game ends in a draw.
Yeah, and guys, just to let you know, we have four teams in this arena. So first it's India, like in the India Yogis, the Argentina Krakens, and then we have the France Roosters, which is also very strong team, as you can see with MVL here. And I think finally we have the Poland Hustlers, is the Poland Hoosers in our group. So Ramesh sir, any predictions for us today for the
I
Yogis?
think like if we have a very young team, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
and our main competitors is most likely to come from France Roosters. But I'm just hoping we'll be able to finish on top in today's standings.
Got it. And of course, it's a fun league. It's a nice team spirit league.
Uh,
But
it's having a big advantage. It looks like Nihal has a big advantage. Yeah.
yeah,
So as you can see in our team, we have all nine grandmasters.
Yep.
and with France, they have most of experienced guys, and at the bottom, from the bottom to Papadiamandis, Elliot is also a student from Chess Gurukul. He comes from France to Chennai to attend our sessions. He knows all our guys very
Yeah.
well, and so happy to see him. But apart from him, like if you see, they have a pretty balanced team. So we can see the players on the screen. Um, so we have Pragg, Nihal, Aravind, Visak, Raunak, Puranik Abhimanyu, Dipten Ghosh, and
Yes,
Jose
and
Martinez.
a,
So
a,
this
a great, yeah, a little while ago, guys, you must have seen a great shot of all the players with their face cams on Zoom. So he's trying to get their reactions in as well.
so the players are supposed to play with two cameras, one showing their face and the other one a side view to show their monitor and a profile as well. So the game is like fluctuating like anything in Nihal's game. He was having a great position. He just blundered it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just blundered. Nihal blundered and he's most likely lost. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a 3+0, guys. So there's no increment. So you just
yeah,
have to get. It doesn't matter if you lose because you have to score wins after wins, and you have to win quickly, just like an arena format.
yeah. So let's see Prague's game. It looks like Prague also is in deep trouble.
Uh-huh.
So, uh, Prague is playing black. Yeah, Prague is playing black. Prague is
Yeah,
winning.
yeah.
Okay.
Nihal lost, but Pragg is winning. So nicely compensated there for us.
Yeah. So Prague won the game already. Yeah. So Prague has won the game. Is probably waiting for the opponent.
Yep.
So let's see the standings as well. So we have Binolas. Binolas is on a streak, having 5 points, and the others are all having 2 points.
Yeah, and just if we also come to the left of that, we see club standings, and we see Argentina Krakens taking the lead with 11 points, France Roosters with 10, Indian Yogis and Poland Hussars also with 10 points each.
Mm.
So looks very neck and neck so far.
Yeah, and it's just very early.
Yep, just 10
So
minutes
let's,
to guys. We have
yeah, let us look at some other Indian players games. Maybe Vati coming, Sosat versus Vati coming. Yeah, it's on screen. So
okay. Arvind
Vati Arvind
playing.
Chidambaram is playing with black
Yeah,
and in a Guico piano position. And black has equalized comfortably. And white has just played knight h4 and queen f3. Um, so he's trying to get knight f5, knight e4, and get some play on the light squares. But
mhm.
we can always play knight d e7 and control the light squares if required.
Yeah,
And
and meanwhile, a nice win by Visak, who is almost like the Indian leader with along with Pragg. So
mm,
nice for guys. Again, just a reminder: all nine Indian players are playing, all nine grandmasters. Six of the best performers will be counted at the end of 2 hours. So every win counts.
yeah, so from every team, there are 9 participants representing the team, 9 players. And the points of top 6 players will be counted for the team standings. And
Okay.
the team finishing fourth will automatically be eliminated. And the team finishing first will qualify without having to play further for the quarterfinals. And among the teams finishing second and third, they will have a playoff, and
Yep.
from there they will choose one more team. So 2 teams out of 4 will qualify for the next stage.
Yep. And we see you guys in the chat. Uh, do hit the like button if you are just joining in, and I have also pinned the tournament link in the chat so you can yourself listen to our commentary, and also you can see the games live if you just hit that pinned comment.
Yeah.
And
So
Ramesh sir, I have good news. At the end of 10 minutes, Team India is leading by 5 points.
already. Okay.
That's a nice start.
So
And another thing, just sorry to cut you off, that even Raunak Sadhwani is joining in from Sharjah. So we have another strong GM coming in for Team India. Yeah.
yeah, so we were there were a few other players who were very interested to participate in our represent our team. We had Yasal Narayanan, Sureshekar Ganguly. They all wanted to play for our team, but unfortunately, they are all playing in Sharjah Open, and
Uh-huh.
so they wanted to focus on the main event, which is very understandable. So now we have Nubair joining us, I guess.
Yep.
So here we
So,
have Pragg playing white, rook and pawn in the game. Mm,
yep.
okay, very active king. So the question is, should he take with the pawn or with the rook? Is it is better to take with the pawn? I think the next he has to play king d4 and the rook b1. But black will
Yep.
try to capture either rook b8 or rook g8. He is going to. So black rook is quite active. So I think this game should probably end in a draw. Maybe like f4 here.
Oh, he gives up the h2 pawn. But again, it's very tricky because 38 seconds was 50 seconds. No increment, guys. Just a reminder to all of you. And hello, Nubair. Welcome.
Hi, hi Rakesh bhai. And Ronak has joined in. So now our team is complete. All nine players are playing in.
Mhm.
Okay, that's awesome.
And we are also leading at number one currently.
Yes,
You
yes,
see the
yes. That
standing.
is amazing. And Nubair bhai, already we have hearts for you in the chat. Let please say hi to chat. Our amazing chat watching 150 watching at 10:30 p.m. That's amazing, guys. Love to see this for chess.
Yeah. So we have Abu Dhabi in number two position for us.
Yes, that's Grandmaster Abhimanyu Puranik from Pune.
Yeah. So the evaluation is just fluctuating in every board. Now it looks like Arvind is winning. Now probably not anymore.
Yeah, but I think Pragg has like managed to save it. Or now it's a flag fest.
Yeah, it's like
Whose mouse skills are better? Oh, he's winning now. No, King B7. Okay, Black has King B7.
okay. So Rook H4, Rook F5. Yeah, it's going to just roll the H pawn.
Oh, okay. Pragg blundered, I think.
But
He might save it on
King
time.
but it will be a draw, I guess. King B7. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Fantastic save by Pragg. His opponent had mate in one, and he managed to save, like his opponent's time ran out. So, nice save.
Okay.
Argentina has meanwhile overtaken us. But yep,
So
15
yeah.
minutes in.
Mhm. So I think it's a very long way. And Nubair was saying sometime back that the team scoring 300 points is likely to finish at the top. Am I right, Nubair?
Yes, yes, yes. I was just checking. Ronak joined the Zoom meeting, but he was not able to join the arena because he was trying from live. Now he's joining from the play section. The point to note in the arenas. So yeah,
So we were
he'll be
playing
joining.
8,
Yeah, with eight we are leading right now. That's crazy.
right? Mhm.
Yeah, that's amazing. And guys, yes, we are. Yes, we. I think the OBS is fixed now. So all good, all good. Shout out to Niranjan
Thanks,
for
Niranjan.
the OBS work.
Yeah, so maybe we can go to other games. So the games are going to just happen very quickly, one after the other. So we can keep
Yeah.
shuffling between the games. So Niranjan, you can just pull any game. Yeah. Okay. So this one is Puranik. Seems to be completely dominating.
Yep.
4 versus 2 pawns on the king side. Nihal is black, yeah, against Pavat.
Yes, this
Yeah,
should
pawn
be
up.
a win
He
here.
has an extra pawn. Yeah, the king is going to come, and then with the rook pass pawn, it's going to be very difficult for white, I guess.
Yeah, and just I think even winning is important, but if you win on a streak, it's very important. So, Nubair, can you tell our chat why a streak is important in these arena events?
Yes, so it's a very important concept when it comes to arenas. When you win the first round, guys, you get 1 point. But if you win two in a row, then you get one plus two, three. और अगर आप और एक मैच जीतो then you get 4 points. So instead of getting one points, if you're at the streak, you can get four points एक मैच में. मतलब चार मैच की मेहनत या फिर 20-25 मिनट की मेहनत केवल 5 मिनट में. So
बिल्कुल.
if you keep on winning, I mean that is the key to the arenas to win. And Raunak game has started, by the way. Maybe we can have a look at his game.
Yes, Raunak is back, and he's playing from Sharjah. So very nice of
Yeah.
him to join in.
Yeah.
So Nihal is like completely winning.
Yeah.
So maybe we can. So the A pawn is going very fast.
And yes, that should be a win.
So Nubair, you can come to the. I'll send the link on chat.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I was watching from chess.com live. And
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Nihal.
Bilkul, Amay. It is basically if you it's double or nothing. So more wins up line mein jito, it's very helpful for you and your team.
Yeah. So if we win a game and then make a draw, then we don't get the streak advantage. So it's very important. Like we win more games in succession. So win a
Yep.
game, win a game again, win a game again. We get more points for the team. So
yeah.
Jose Peru, he has been doing a great job. Individual standing, he's having the streak.
Yep.
He's leading for our team. So maybe let's have a quick look at this game. Okay, so we have Raunak's game. Okay, so very interesting end game. Very few pawns, but white is creating some threats against the black king on f7, and threat of g6 is also there. You
Yeah.
have two bishops now.
So I think now we have the time. Ramesh and Nubair, did you guys have any strategy or team meeting for today?
From my side, like I know all these players quite well. I've gone, for example, okay, Arvind Chidambaram, Karthikeyan Murli, and Pragg. I've been working with them for many years, so I know them quite well. So these three, they have been playing many training games among themselves the last 2 days. After the online Olympiad was over, Pragg has been playing some training games with Nihal as well. They have been playing till 7 a.m. after the
Yeah.
final finish in the online Olympiad. So and Raunak, he has been on travel and he's playing from Sharjah. And for me, like the only unknown factor is Peru. I don't know him personally, so I'm not aware of his strengths and weaknesses. But Nubair was very confident that he will contribute nicely to the team.
And
Okay,
so
Nubair,
he's
your
leading
thoughts?
the arena for the team with 9 points. Grandmaster Jose Martinez Alcantara from Peru. He has won the fourth game in a row. He's on streak. He has scored 13 points. That's crazy.
Amazing.
If you
That's
show the
amazing.
standings.
Yeah, this will the guys who are getting the stream for their team, they can change the standings very quickly. So the club standings, we are leading. We have 31 points to, and surprisingly, Argentina is in second position along with France on 26 points.
So it looks like our players are doing a great job not giving any France player any streak. So this is teamwork, and let's see how it goes next. But really shout out to Argentina team because they are scoring really good 26 points while they are not having any 2650 plus GMs.
Nice. And Ronak also wins his first game. Meanwhile, uh, too much action coming, guys, and thick and fast. So it's going to be.
So Pragg won the game. Nice checkmate. If you can get the position on screen with very few pieces left on the board, he delivered a very funny checkmate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. So here Raunak seems to be in a bit of a trouble, but
He will
with
flag.
obstacle
And he
of
flagged.
bishop, Yeah, this was the mate. It was just one more before it didn't look like a mate. Yeah, so we can go to Nihal.
And we have closely 300 people watching this stream. Guys, do it like, let's have 500 likes as quick as possible. India's playing in the Prochus League. Prochus League is back in very special format, the club format. This time you will be able to see 3+0 blitz, 3+2 blitz in the if there are tie breaks, and also the rapid format. So chess.com has brought everything for you guys.
Yes, and just after this week, guys, I don't think Team Indian Yogis need tie breaks. Best to finish first and seal our quarterfinal place.
Yeah, that's what we are hoping will happen. Uh, so far, so good.
Yeah.
And looking good, guys. Looking good. We have a 9 point lead. So it's amazing. If you can just click on club standings quickly to show our chat. So India is in first, guys, with a 9 point lead over Argentina. And Nubair, before you came on stream, Ramesh sir said that 300 points ka goal hai, matlab first team aane. So what is the thought behind that?
Yeah, that is the least goal we have kept because our team is really, really strong. But seeing that there's a Maxime playing, Macron playing for France team, uh,
Yeah.
we have kept like 300 should be enough to win because yesterday we saw 326. The Russian team won. They played really well and they won with a big margin. And in our group, like other teams are also balanced. Like if we see the standings, we are at 13, we are at 43 right now. Other teams
Yep.
are 32, 28, and 26. So they are also, I mean, there's a fight going on for number three plus, but it looks like currently India and Argentina are at number one and number two. So MVL really needs to win more games, and that is quickly. Like he's winning games, he's 4 out of 4, but not winning that fast.
Yeah, that's
And
also important, right? You need to, if you can dislodge your opponents at a great
great.
speed, and you can add more points to your streak in a shorter time. So it could be a big factor towards the end. So we have Puranik Abhimanyu playing against Robert Hurst from US. So maybe we can
Mhm.
Yeah.
the game. Ah, it's
Wow.
already okay.
Maybe we can have a look at Joseph. He's playing 4 out of 4. He's playing against Fide Master from Poland, and if he gets 5 point streak, that like he'll be at number one ahead of maybe MVL even. So let me tell you a few things about him, guys. He's a former under 18 world champion. He's
Yep.
also Peru number one GM, and currently 2690 in Fide Blades. So
So the format, there are some questions about the format. So how it happens is like we have 4 teams playing in this group. So they have divided the tournament into 4 different groups, and in each group we have 4 teams participating. And each team will have a maximum of 9 players. Other teams will be playing with 9 players, and we will be playing in an arena for 2 hours. It means all the players will be in the fray, and the same team players will not be meeting each other. So Indian players will not be playing against the other Indian Yogi team players. So we'll be playing players from other countries, other teams. So what happens is when the pairings are waiting list. Similarly, when other players are finished, they will come to the waiting list and they are paired against each other. So it is possible, very much possible, the same players could meet each other again and again. And it's not a knockout format. So you just have to play as many games as possible within the 2 hours. And the players' points are taken finally to decide the standings. And Arjun Erigasi is playing for Norway team.
Yep.
So I asked him whether he will be available to play for our team, but he had already committed to play for Norwegian team. So
yeah.
unfortunately,
So
we
guys,
are
we have one big news coming in. We are cross 50 points. हाफ सेंचुरी हो गई है केवल 25 मिनट में दोस्तों.
But yeah, guys, Indian Yogi is OP. Do write in the chat. amazing start. And I hope, it's very important to keep the lead once you take it. And Baki
Yeah.
teams could be pressure and they have to play catch up always.
Yeah, so I can see like Indian Yogis, our team has 53 points, and Francis is in second position with 38 points, and Argentina in third position with 34 points. So what happens is at the end of 2 hours, even though every team will have 9 players participating, they will be counting the points of the top 6 scorers for each team. So in India, even though many players are playing, they will choose the top. Okay, so
Six.
we have a draw in Arvind Karthik and Mulli's game. Okay, he had a, ah, okay, he's playing for a win.
Yeah.
So the top 6 scorers points will be added for each team, and then they will see which team finishes first, second, and so on. Okay, Karthi even managed to win the position. He was completely lost some time back. Yeah, that's what happened in shorter time controls. So
Yeah.
regarding the seeding, Nubair, can you enlighten us? Like in our group, who is the top seed?
In our group, the rating wise, let's say they have not officially published the ratings because the ratings which we are taking here are the chess.com published ratings and they keep on varying. But what
Correct.
we can say is the rating wise, France and India team is the clearly best or superior if you see rating wise or the FIDE rating wise. As France is having Maxime Vescher-Legre, Maxime Legret, Ethan Backrot, Sebastian Maz, and also they have signed Robert Hess. So they have this team, and we have all youngsters with 2600 GM. So, but I think if we see chess.com wise, I think we are the number one seed as we have Nihal and Joseph leading the club, apart from Raunak, Pragg, and Arvind and Karthi.
Yep, exactly, exactly. And a young team, and I think before you came to where we were also discussing कि team ka average age is around 20 years, which is absolutely amazing. And clearly, this team could also play in like any over the board Olympiad as well. Like do very well.
Yeah, very much. And the
Definitely.
difference between India and France is 14 points now, so it's not like a cakewalk. And
Yeah.
surprisingly, Argentina is also giving a decent fight, despite
Yeah.
not having any extremely strong players in their team. Probably they are all experts in arena
Arena.
format. And like I was mentioning some time back, Gukesh was also uh, supposed to play for our team. He had agreed, and when everything was almost finalized, he was invited to play in the European Club Cup. So he had to withdraw from our team, and he was replaced by other players. Otherwise, you would have seen probably even younger team if it is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tournament link is the pinned comment in chat, so you can also click on that and follow all the games yourself while listening to our commentary. And
But
yes, do hit the like button if you haven't, because India is probably going to win this. So we like to share it with as many people as possible.
Yep.
yeah, so as Smith Sham is mentioning in the comment, this probably could be the future Olympiad team. Some of the
Yep.
players from this we could be seeing forming the Indian team. So we can see this is a brilliant idea of G3 and Bishop S3 from Prague. So I'm just hoping he will take Bishop G2. No, it's not working unfortunately. Yeah, Rook G2 is good enough. So
Yeah, this
yeah,
looks over, right? Pragg should get this. Pragg is
yeah,
winning, completely winning.
we should. He just has to move the bishop or just G2 and move the rook.
Yeah. Even G2 is just winning.
Yeah, so this bishop h3, it reminds me of the game played by Topola versus Shirov,
Yeah.
where in a particular bishop end game, this bishop h3 move was played. Uh, it was it's a very popular game. Okay, it's trying some tricks, but I guess Pragg should handle it nicely.
The good news here is Pragg is on the streak. So if he wins, we are gonna get more points. He's at 2 point streak. He's 3.5 bar 4. If he wins this, we are gonna get guys complete 4 points here. So this
Great.
adds four more points,
Important win for
and we
India.
move to 63 points.
Okay, so yeah, this is a very nice end game. We just have to take care that there are no perpetual check draws. Yeah, so Pragg is threatening to promote the pawn. Yeah, he won the game.
Yes. So another important win for India, and with that, uh, Nubair
20
and
points.
Ramesh sir, I want to give you another small good news. 30 minutes have finished, and we have a 20-point lead. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely going as per the plan, maybe even better than what we expected from the boys. And
Yeah.
Raunak joining almost 15 minutes late. I mean, this shows complete team performance. Everyone is there to put their best effort and fighting for every single point and not giving any easy point to the opposition. That is why we have achieved this much score. I mean, full credit to the team.
Yeah, so I think what is happening is like right now Nihal and Pragg, they have also started the uh, s-
Three.
stream, and they are having 4 and 3 points each. So with each game, they are scoring more. And on the top, we have a close fight between MVL and Jose
Martinez,
from
yeah.
our team. So he's doing extremely well. He's on a big streak as well. So we have three players from our team, Jose, Nihal, and Pragg, who are on streak, and
Yep.
the others are probably doing damage to other teams by not letting them get into a stream.
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see, guys, France has two players in the top, that is Sebastian Maze and MVL, of course, but none of their other players are there in the top 15. So that is a huge plus for India.
Yeah, so but we can see in number 7, number 9, number 12, we have the Indians pitching in. So that's a good thing. So some of the players are holding other team players from getting into the stream, and
Yep.
I'm just hoping Ronak will also come to the top very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely wants to join, and he's at number 15 currently. So, and
Hmm.
yes, another nice win for the yogis here, the Indian yogis. Murli Karthikeyan beating Edward Romain from the France Roosters. So, Nubair, can you also share your thoughts that what was it like? What made you choose Jose Martinez Alcantara at the very last moment?
Okay, I know him from couple of months now, and he's one of the arena experts. Like he regularly plays 3-0. He's one of the also the streamer, and he has performed extremely well in the Arena King season 7, even defeating Hikaru at many times. So that makes that, and we were looking for a player who is expert in 3-0 games, who can play well. He can who can beat anyone in the world on his days, and also if required flag people, because that's what Arena demands at certain times. So that was the reason we could not get someone like Hikaru. So we thought this is the best one we can get.
Yeah, Niranjan, can we see some games on the screen? We have Prague's final position on the screen.
Yeah, so yes,
Yes.
So Nihal is like winning game after game now after the initial debacle.
yes,
Yeah.
that's
Um,
great news for us.
He has won
yeah,
5 games in a row, guys. He lost first game to Maxim, which he was winning, and then he
yeah,
won 5 games in a row, and is a number 2 right now, number 3 right now with 17 points. Maxim on 21 points and Joseph on 21 points. It will be interesting when Joseph and Maxim will play a match. Very soon we will be able to see the match when both of them will finish probably at the same time, and we will have a clear number one in our group.
yeah. Five
Also, the
games in a
ratings are very close: 3044 and 3040. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so winning 5 games in a row after losing the first game against the MVL, it's really amazing. And one good thing is like these guys, they get inspiration from each other's better performance. If Pragg does well somewhere, then immediately you will see Nihal matching or doing even better. And Gukesh, Arjun, Ronak, they're all not far behind.
And this
Niranjan,
was exactly what Nihal said at a recent interview, that he takes inspiration from Prague's games at the Olympiad. So that is very nicely echoed by Ramesh sir. And like it's such a nice, healthy competition among these kids that all of them want to reach. And I feel we might have a under 20 Olympiad team strong enough to compete in the future.
yeah, so most likely. And Niranjan, can you please fix the board issue? We are not okay. We are still seeing Prag's screen in
Yeah.
the live.
No, no, no. Very
No, no.
old game of Pragg. So
Yeah.
yes, yes, chat. Yes, we are trying to fix it.
Championship H3 sacrifice. We are still seeing that
Or
game.
also, guys, we can do one thing on where we are connected. We can just share the screen from there, and we can see the live game instead of watching from YouTube, if it's possible.
So Niranjan is helping out. He's handling the live stream, and
Yep. Guys, meanwhile, while the board is being fixed, Jose has won another game, so he has 7 wins on the trot. What a guy, man! What a guy!
the
Yeah,
MVL is win
thank
for
you.
win. MVL is also like they both are on fire. And Nihal is in third position after Jose, and Maze is also doing quite well. So I just hope our other Indian players will start their own streaks.
Yep,
Arvind is
that's
slowly coming
important.
up. I can see he has won a few couple of games in a row. So Pragg is on 4.5 out of 5. So what happens is like if the draw happens in the third game, then it disturbs the streak. Yeah, now we can see Pragg's game. Pragg is playing with black, huh? He lost to Elliot. So okay,
Okay, guys,
so
let's check in how Nihal is doing against Genghis Khan, who is Federico Perez Ponsa from Argentina. So two very strong GMs here, and Nihal, as usual, has his bag full of tricks and is looking set to score another win here.
so the Queen A7 is kind of
Yep.
misplaced. We just have to see that the C2, C3 squares, black does not get any entry, like Knight C3 or Rook C2. So we just have to take care that those squares are in control. And the white has advanced this pawns G4, F4 on the king side. And this could backfire if it does not translate into a very strong attack. So
Also,
True.
uh, if white will ideally want to play either f5 e6, open the queen b2 diagonal to access the g7 square, or to get knight f5. But the problem with knight f5 idea is like it allows rook c2.
Right.
So maybe you can start with e6, f e6, knight e6. So that way rook c2 means queen g7 check could happen.
and we have update coming in. Joseph lost the streak, but it's a good news as he was losing that game. He was in like slight bad position, but he
Hmm.
offered a draw and finished the game in 3 minutes. So he got like 1 point instead of zero, and also he served 3 minutes. So
Yep.
also he's doing this thing like not only getting the streak but also saving points and not giving opposition points. Very
Hmm.
important factor in such kind of arenas.
What was that? Like Nihal's opponent just blundered a piece in the center of the board. So great news for us.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So thank you very much. So
So this
Niranjan,
get compensated.
can we also share the leader screen once in a while? Um, yeah, so you can see the screen like Jose is,
yes,
yeah,
so 20
eight.
points lead, guys, if you check Team India overall. So that's again a good news, and we'll be giving you periodic updates for every 15 minutes.
So we have a 20-point lead, but this lead is not increasing. It has been the same for last
Yep.
10-15 minutes. France is giving a good fight, especially due to the effort of MVL and Maze. These two
Yeah,
guys are,
Maze is doing fantastic. He has scored like a 5.5, and he has scored like 5 games in a row. He had a bad start. He scored only half out of 2 games, but then he won 5 games in a row, which brought France very close to us. Or let's say only 20 points lead, as you said, sir. So
hmm,
someone needs to beat Maze or break the streak of MVL to increase this lead.
yeah. So now Nihal has gone over Maze. So that's a good thing. So if Nihal can beat MVL streak, or someone can beat Maze streak, it will be very good for the team. And we can see that Arvind Chidambaram is now having his own streak. And
Yeah,
yeah, so
and
Raunak is really catching up.
yeah,
Arvind
yeah,
is
Yes.
black.
and Arvind is
Okay.
winning as
So
well. He's a up exchange up.
yeah, Queen H5, Queen H1 mate is threatened. So what's going on here? He has to give Rook F2, I think.
Yeah, and looks very risky for white.
Yeah, queen and knight generally in an attack they perform very well in tandem. So the
Yep.
bishop of c was a nice move. I would want rook c5, rook to join rook c5, rook f5. Maybe he's going for queen d2, rook e1. Queen d2, rook e1. Oh, sorry, knight is on c4. Maybe just h5, h4. I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And guys, the link is you can see it as a pinned comment. So just you can click on the link whenever you want to check out the standings yourself. And there are so many games going on, so we are trying to do our best. So we appreciate your support. And Nubair, I have a great question for you in chat. Soham
Yeah.
Shivoham is saying great decision by Nubair for taking Jose in the Indian team. Last minute decision.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was needed, I think, and because Adiban is playing Sharjah Masters and other players are not being available in their stock players, we needed someone like him to get the team going ahead.
Yeah.
And as
And
far as the
then
standing goes, we have 96 points, and France is 74. So earlier it was 90-74, but now it is 96-74. So we have a 22 points lead over
lead, a small
France.
lead.
Earlier it was 20. Now it is 22.
And now it has
So
become a 98, and we have like now 24 points leads complete. And very soon, anytime, guys, we will be completing our century within
Because
45 minutes of the
Arvind is
match.
super close to winning, and he maintains his streak, which is very important for us.
Arvind wins, and we completed 100 points.
And guys,
so
halfway, yes,
we
Nubair or Nubair sir, you can choose the game. Meanwhile, I'll tell the chat that we are almost at the halfway stage in the arena, and we are almost at the halfway stage that Nubair told that we have to reach 500 likes. So we are at 270. You guys can also be involved. Let us know if you want to follow any player, or if you want us to cover any game in the chat.
Maybe
so
let's
we
go
have
for.
Okay, Nihal. Let's go for
Yeah.
Nihal.
a streak from coming from Kartikeyan Murali,
Yep.
Arvind Chidambaram, Nihal, and Jose. Four of our team members are giving us the streak. I hope Ronak will be able to join soon.
Yep.
I have seen Raunak turning tables in last 30 minutes or last 45 minutes. Many times he is not in top, like in Arena Kicks, not in top 50, but he ends up winning in top 10 many times. And it's
Mhm.
even tougher there because even the other red players also plays. So Raunak will swindle even in the end, I believe, and we will be having very big lead. In my opinion, I think we will win this match around 50 points lead. Looks like.
So let's see.
Okay. Really hope that happens. And guys, how important is it for the team to finish first? Just for the guys who are joining us now, later. So why is it important to finish first in this?
To
Yep.
reach.
And fourth place team goes home. So guys, you have to play your best in these 2 hours, and it's practically a knockout format here. Like one bad day and you are out of the tournament.
Yeah, yesterday we saw China team getting out. It was very strong, one of the favorites to reach semis at least, but they got eliminated on day one. So
Yes,
anything can
that was
happen. Like
unexpected.
it's a
Niranjan,
very tough arena indeed.
Can we also see the cameras once in a while? Yeah, that's very good. So we can see the players in action. And
Yep,
it's
the
the game
game
are
there.
starting at 10:30 Indian time, and the quarterfinals will be much more difficult. So Nihal in a spot of bother, but uh, it's still early days. Okay, and so we have many strong teams participating. Like uh, the starting time, it helps the US teams because
Yep.
the games are happening in the morning Indian US time, so which is very late for us. Um, so Nihal Sapan has been taking his time to play rook b8. It's not easy to. He just took the 4 pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, think I have a feeling Nihal is going to get this.
Yeah, now the hedge pawn is going to create a big headache for black.
Yeah, and just push, go for it.
I think he missed bishop at 6, or he didn't realize that he will not be able to play g3 because the rook f8 is hanging. And these kind of misses are very much possible in very short time control. I think just taking the rook is not going to create any problems for white.
Yes, and
Because,
Vatsal, you're right. Thank you for mentioning it in the chat. Leon Beast is the username of Grandmaster MVL, and
yeah,
Hospem is the username of Indian Yogi star Jose Alcantara, who's playing from Peru. So Ramesh sir was just as you were saying, only Jose has the advantage of morning. Other than that, all of our grandmasters are staying up night at late at night, like you guys. So thank you for joining in as well.
yeah, without your support, it really motivates the players to bring the best out of them. And MVL is on fire. He's single-handedly carrying France on the top, and I'm just hoping that will not be sufficient in the end. And for us, we have a Nihal on fire, and then Arvind Chidambaram. They both are doing well. And slowly we have a Raunak joining. He has contributed 11 points to the team. So they will be counting the top 6 players. Nubair, can we do the counting for the top 6 players from our team and see where we stand?
Yeah, why not? So we have Jose leading with 31 points, Nihal 25, Arvind with 18 points, Pragg with 17 points currently after 47 minutes. We have Raunak with 11 points and Visak with 11 points. And
And
Nihal
Nihal,
has won one more game.
Yes, Nihal
So
has won one more game. And in fact, I think if we count the top six, our lead might be even bigger. Because
yeah,
if you,
eventually will matter.
yeah,
Uh, the points scored by the top 6 players. So we have Jose on 31, Nihal 29, Aravind on 18, Pragg on 17, and Ronak and Visak on 11. So this is what will matter in the end.
yep,
flag
And
OP in the chat. Yes, guys, Nihal flagged very, very easily and
yeah,
without
no,
caring about what his opponent is
he's
having.
up, and you could see the moves he played. No one can guess, and with no increment, he's
exactly.
played.
That's an advantage. And we were just talking about this lead for, that India had a 20-point lead, but suddenly we have a 30-point lead. So definitely things going in the right direction for Team India Yogis.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we have Grandmaster Shamsundar in the chat. No matter what time the event is, our guys will be fresh and alert to rock. And guys, that's a young Indian team having 32 points lead in like
so the
only
quarterfinals,
48 minutes of the arena.
yeah, so the quarterfinals will happen most likely on 21st, and the games will start at 12:30 in the morning. So Indian time. So it's going to
Yeah.
be really tough for our players. I would request all of you to be there and support the team. No, it's not going to be easy.
Yep. And
So
yes.
I have one more update. Like I was just checking out the games of MVL. So he has only played one player from the Indian Yogis team, and that's Nihal in the very first round. After that, he didn't play any of our players. So not he got harmed, or not our player got harmed by him so far. But I'm waiting for that moment, and he will take on our players. So it will be very interesting to see.
Yes, when his
yeah,
streak breaks, you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
And but shout out to MVL also, like a top GM and elite GM. He has won all nine of his games today. So respect. Like this is a very strong lineup, guys. We rarely have an international master. I think 30 of the 36 players are grandmasters, like in today's arena. So scoring 9 out of 9 in that is just amazing by MVL. But as Nubair bhai was pointing out, he has only played one Indian. So we have a good chance of breaking his streak.
yeah.
It's like
So
both ways. Like also we have advantage that we are not losing points, and also like he's
Yeah,
also scoring. So it's always
yeah,
both ways.
exactly.
so the board has frozen. It's not moving. So in the first round, Nihal and MVL played, and Nihal had a great position, and he eventually very short of time he lost the game. But I'm just hoping more such pairings will happen. So the first round, the ML bet Nihal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, the board will be fixed soon. Don't worry. Can anyone tell when Raunak will play against Param in junior speeches? We will have the schedule out very soon in the next couple of weeks. For sure, we will have a match. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Result of MVL was Nihal, as Ramesh sir said. Nihal lost a close game, but MVL has won all 9 of his games. So that
Right
also
now,
makes
MPL is
sense.
taking a small break. He has won 10 out of 10 games, and he's not
Oh,
playing any game right now. So maybe he's waiting for Nihal or Jose's games to end, and then maybe he wants a match with them because he wants to break our players' streak. So he's not getting any game. He's just waiting at the moment.
that's smart. That's smart. And one good thing for us is France cannot field MVL on all 6 backs. So 6 of the best scores will be counted, guys. So I think Team India's got this now, but the point is, it is always better to guarantee first place because second and third will play another match, guys. Fourth place will go home, while first place team goes directly to the quarterfinals on September 21st.
Nihal's match is very very close. He's playing Grandmaster from Poland, Dragon Kamil. Yes.
Yep. Oh
Yeah.
wow, what a position!
Raunak is now back.
But Nihal is winning right now. His opponent blundered, I think.
Yes, exactly. Nihal is winning right
Rook,
now.
nice variation, Niranjan. If you can show that Rook G1, King H3 is a blunder because Rook H8 is a nice mate for black.
Very well and quickly spotted.
And Kamil Dragun, another strong Polish GM who's studying in the US now. So a strong GM there, but we know guys, Nihal OP. एक बार Nihal OP हो जाए chat. So let's have some support for him. And
And
yes, he has done it.
and
Another
this is
win.
crazy. Winning 8 games in a row after losing the first one is it's really crazy. Like I think
Really,
after MBL, this is the biggest streak I've seen in today's arena.
And Ronak is also doing pretty well.
Yep.
He's playing MVL. Maybe we should see that game. Ronak
Yes,
oh
MVL.
this
yes,
is what we
let's go,
wanted.
let's go, let's go.
Yeah, we wanted MVL to play with, and he's playing with Ronak. It's a good
And
thing.
Raunak is better
And
actually.
Ronak is better. So if he breaks the streak, it will do a lot of good for
It's a
our.
double for us. For us.
Yeah.
It's
So
like sorted. It's like sorted if he wins this.
so the two bishops, they're doing a great job. Um, so I guess yeah, if rook e8, rook d8 going to come. The knight on h4 is really not that good.
Mhm. And the rook has to go back now.
Beautiful.
So simply an extra pawn. We can just
Yeah.
leave the. We don't have to
Yeah.
capture it. So maybe just g5.
Mhm.
Yes,
Start
and
rolling.
guys in the chat, a streak is also broken in case of a draw. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि you have to beat that person. So
Yeah.
MVL streak looks like it's going to end after a dream 10 out of 10 start.
So maybe actually waiting didn't work out. It backfired actually waiting for some time.
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
think it was a good strategy. मतलब,
Yeah.
anyway, nothing was happening, and he alone can't score enough points. So it was a good gamble, I would say, from MVL.
Yes, and leading the team from the front, like one single-handedly. Yesterday we saw Hikaru like scored crazy points in one arena, playing against such a strong field. Like generally we see people score more than 100 points when they play 1500s and all, but playing against 2000 GMs, guys, Hikaru scored more than 100 points in
That's
yesterday and single-handedly led the team to the quarterfinals in Group A or Day One matches.
Yep. And also, apart from the direct qualification ticket, the team finishing first also gets a nice $2,000 prize. So that is some additional incentive for the team management and the young boys playing here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think like here, just bishop c4 and going for a pawn ending should be over. Yeah, I think it's. So he's getting knight d4.
Yeah,
Not
and
easy.
you are attacking both pawns.
So bishop c4 would
And
have won
we
the
have
game probably.
Okay, then you had a king f6 after knight d4.
Yeah, supporting the f pawn. So
Right.
now this is a bit tricky. because we would ideally want to have a pass pawn far away from each other. So yeah, but still it's very tough.
Bishop is really strong on e4, and the king is
Now
just
we can
going to
put
take
it
the
on
e5 pawn. D5 pawn is going to run now. The d pawn is going to run.
the
Now
roll.
you can go king b3 as okay.
Now we should start H pawn.
Nice, nice, amazing by Ronak.
Yeah.
And guys, don't be fooled by the UAE flag next to his
Still,
username.
he's running very short of time. Ronak. He's
But he'll
taking.
No, but I
manage.
think
I think he'll
yeah,
easily
these
manage.
guys have played so many games, sir. Now it
But
doesn't matter. They are not afraid.
I mean, so this kid start game with 10 seconds. I mean,
There you
okay.
go, guys. Yes.
and MBL himself
Ronak OP
resigned.
in the chat, guys. Ronak
Yes,
OP
look
in
at
the
the
chat.
screen.
Game of the day so far, Raunak in the chat, guys, defeating Maxime Vachier-Lagrand, who was 10-point streak, leading the French team. And now we have broken his streak, and we have also scored 150 points. That's really crazy.
So
Amazing,
Nihal
amazing.
and Ronak, they are and from the in the standings, if you see, Jose is leading with the 38 points, MVL with 37, and the third place Nihal with 33, and the fourth place is 23 by Ronak. So after not playing for the first 15 minutes, remarkable comeback.
Legend.
I think the leader would do world of good for his confidence as
We have
well.
650 people watching, guys. Let's cross 600 likes as quick as possible.
Yes, and speaking of legend, we see plenty of comments about Ramesh sir also. So thank you guys for your lovely wishes. And Ramesh, they're saying it's such an honor to listen to you, Ramesh sir.
My honor as well. I'm really happy that you guys have taken the game to the masses since the lockdown has happened. You guys have really taken the game to the masses. Even you guys are pretty young yourself. Nubair, Rakesh, Niranjan, and you have been covering all the major tournaments, providing live commentary. I know it's not easy at all, staying
Yes,
up so late and
it
doing
is
it.
it is fun. It is fun. So thank you. So guys, also adding the link for you guys as well. It's also pinned in the comment. Do hit that link and you can check out all the games directly yourself and let us know if you want us to cover any game.
And Nihal is at, guys, right now 10-point streak. So if he
Wow.
wins this win, he'll break Maxime's record of 11-point streak in today's arena.
Yeah, so the top two are by our team players.
Yep.
Jose and Nihal, they are in the top two position. So leading from the front, our young guys. And so now the lead has increased, widened. So Indian Yogis have 155 points and France has 117. Yeah, okay. So can you please tell the playing styles of Pragg, Nihal, Ronak and their differences? Okay, I have had the honor to work with Pragg and Ronak. Uh, I was working with Ronak when he was very young, and he was very good in calculation, even when he was very young. And in all the three players' case, Pragg, Nihal, and Ronak, they are extremely good in calculation, and that's one of the good things about talented players. From a very young age, they start calculating well, and that is one of the signs to watch out for as a coach. If they are able to spot the tactics very quickly, and these three were pretty good. But I'm very surprised by Ronak's growth. At one point, the difference between Nihal Pragg on one side and Ronak, it was pretty large. And suddenly we see Ronak has improved in the last 2 years or so in a very astonishing manner. He has really changed his attitude. He is believing himself more, and that's very important. Um, so we have Ronak playing with the white pieces. Huh? Yeah, two bishops each. Position looks very equal. Maybe bishop g2, try to get. Uh, okay, so he's keeping a small trap. I think some bishop b3, queen h5 check. Uh, okay, yeah, he's going towards it. Maybe you'll just repeat queen f5 again, and it's repeating.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah,
And we,
so
we have an interesting question in the chat. So they are asking, is this like an IPL of chess? Because we see Alcantara playing from Peru for India. So Nubair, what are your thoughts on that? Do you see it as the
Yes,
IPL?
definitely. The league started long back in 2017, and it's very interesting format that you can have one or two players known as free agents in Pro Chess League terms can play for your team. Just like we allow four player in IPL in a squad of 11. So here in a squad of four, we can have one, or let's say in a squad of eight, you can have up to two players. So, and this is really interesting. For example, if some country is not having 200 plus, so they can just hire someone very strong. Just like the Brazil team did, they're having Ricardo to play for their
Yeah.
team.
And also, like IPL have strong coaches. Yogis are being coached by Ramesh sir, and of course, you need so many support staff and managing everything. So we have Nubair bhai also. I want to give a shout out to you guys as well because at the end of 1 hour, Team Indian Yogis has a whopping lead, an amazing lead of almost 50 points.
yeah,
I think our boys are just going after the French team. I mean, they're just they're just I mean going after each and everyone. And everyone has lost two games in a row. He has lost one more after
Yeah,
losing to
just to give you
Ron.
an idea that Nubair bhai and Ramesh sir had given Team India a score of 300 at the end of 2 hours, but at the end of 1 hour, they are at 170 odd. So that means they are going to definitely go above 300 today.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Uh, it's just so nice to see the young players rising to the challenge. And if, I remember when I started playing chess, I was 12 years old. And then when I slowly came into the Indian team, I was already like 22 years old. And back then it was considered quite young. But these days we can see players becoming grandmasters at the age of 12 and 13. And we can see our team members, most of them are below 20 years of age. So this young generation, they are really believing in themselves, and they are not feeling they are in any way inferior to these strong players from other countries. So this is fantastic.
Nihal in some trouble, but looks like his opponent is going for the perpetual. Or then and now the position is really complicated. Nihal was minus completely, he was losing, but then his opponent was not sure. He spent time, and maybe Nihal end up flagging. So let's have a look at Nihal and see how he wins the minus positions or how he swindles the
It,
positions
it,
which
is-
he's
it is
losing.
important, guys, because Nihal has a 9 game streak, and we all know streaks are very important. He can just
And
queen,
he's
right?
winning this.
Just queen the
Yeah,
pawn.
but yeah, Queen F8, King H7, Queen F7, Bishop G7 is coming. So it's over. And if
Yeah,
Queen E7, Bishop G7, Queen H4, Queen H6.
yeah. That's it. Nihal OP, guys. Nihal OP. What a game. What a swindle. This one. This one. Very
And the
nice.
best part, he won on time as well as on the board.
So
And he checkmated like, oh shit, this is like really bad. I mean, even
fantastic. Fantastic for Team India. Looking great. Absolutely looking
11
great.
points. This is unbelievable. He's at number one. He lost the first game, and now he's leading the arena with 41 points. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's leading. After losing the first round, he's now leading 11 game winning streak. And we have Raunak Jose doing well as well. And surprisingly, we have Visak, NR Visak, and Dipten Ghosh. They are
Yeah.
also in a 5 game winning streak. So they are contributing very nicely as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at Visak's game. We have not checked his much of his game, but he's doing really great, scoring 5 in a row. Raunak has won one more in between. Like by the time guys we switch in between the games, these guys finish the games. Like
Yeah. So
and
we
Raunak
have,
moved to 31 points. Like imagine he started like 15 minutes late, and now he's just 6 points lesser than the Maxime.
That's amazing, Baron. And guys, don't worry about Ronak's flag. He's just playing the Sharjah Open. That is why his flag shows the UAE flag. So don't worry about that.
Yep.
I actually had a question for Ramesh sir from the chat. So Sham Vatika is asking, sir, do the players like Nihal and if they do, how do they manage to cope out of it?
can you repeat again, Rakesh?
Yeah, so Sham Vatika is asking, do the players like Nihal and Pragg feel the pressure of such events?
Definitely. I'm not sure about online games, but not just Nihal and Pragg, even Magnus Carlsen or Vishwanathan Anand, any top player we take. When I was not a very strong player, I used to think it is only me who is facing so much pressure, taking so much pressure out of the games, and the really strong players they don't take so much pressure. But how wrong I was. I later understood that all the top players they go through these situations. They are feeling the pressure, but the thing is like they are able to handle the pressure, and they don't let the pressure dominate their decisions. But these guys also go through all those nervous moments just like us.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a look at Abhimanyu's game. He's 8.5 out of 12 with 5 game streak.
Yes, that would be nice. Okay, nice addition.
Okay.
Okay. Let's check
So
in
we
with
have
Nihal Masiek.
a 6 point lead now.
Looking good for Team India again. This game as well.
Yeah. So the question is if Nihal can get 12 game streak. I mean, we are asking for too much already. But as Nihal is a magician, I mean, anything is like we can demand for anything maybe when it comes to online chess at least.
Yes, guys, and definitely this is just Group B. We have the St. Louis team with Fabiano, Chiong,
Yeah.
Wesley. So in
Dominic
another,
Lewis,
yeah,
yeah,
there are
as well.
strong teams. There are strong teams, but let's worry about that on 21st for the quarterfinals. But today, I think, uh, like you guys must be satisfied as the team management.
Yeah, definitely. Like seeing the players performing so well is really nice. And I'm just curious, like who are rising up to the occasion. I can see that Karthik and Murli is really feeling the pressure. He's not able to probably control his emotions. But Ronak, I'm really amazed. Like he came 15 minutes late, and then he's almost in the top of the standings. He has contributed so nicely to the team. So some of these boys, they're experts in playing online blitz bullet games. And the surprising thing with Ronak is like he's doing this while playing some important tournaments like Sharjah Open. At in my time, we would take these tournaments very seriously, and we would not want uh, to take our mind off the main tournaments. But I have seen Ronak playing bullet tournaments, winning them, and at the same time, he's winning open tournament under standard time control as well. Really amazing.
I think
Yep.
somewhere this younger generation got inspired by Hikaru, who used to play like a classical game, then at 3 a.m. some online games, winning some arena or some Pro Chess League game or some Title Tuesday or something. So maybe I think this is coming from Hikaru, the pro streamer, and now we have so many young talents who are also doing this.
Yeah,
Yep.
So some contribution by Hikaru as well, yeah.
yeah, definitely. Especially during the lockdown,
Yeah.
chess has really grown big in online platforms, and even in India, it has grown phenomenally. For most of the YouTube channels, wherever we go, there is a huge following for Indian chess. It's really very heartening to see. And there was a question sometime back in the chat: do players like Adiban always play attacking chess, and other polite GMs are mix of both positional and attacking? So there is no question of politeness uh, having influencing the player style. I just at from young age, Adiban has been a player who gives a lot of importance to initiative. He likes to uh, take charge and not go on the defensive. So that's his nature. Okay, so we have a nice end game. The computer says it's equal. Um, okay, so probably it's not easy to get out of the perpetual check. I'm also like trying to answer the chat. Also follow the game. Okay.
Yep. And Vatsal is asking,
And
can we get to know more info about Pranav playing for Chess Pragg? So, as Nubair said, these are free agents who can play anywhere in the world. And we also have Arjun Erigasi who's playing for the Norway Gnomes. We have Jose Alcantara playing for India. So, it's a very nice concept. And game में enjoy करो guys. It's a
Meanwhile, I
nice.
just love the way Nihal is flagging. And look at the Queen H5 last move. I mean, he just gave up. He's like, enough now. Just give me. I mean, just take my queen or give me your queen. And Nihal has won 12 game in a row. This is insane.
Amazing, man, amazing.
Yeah, so
Okay,
Nihal,
I think Niranjan's choice. He's doing a lot of things, guys, behind the scenes. Let's go for the game, which whatever Niranjan likes this time. Okay,
Okay,
let's
guys,
go for Pragg.
we're gonna check Prague's game now. Yeah, Prague is playing a very strong GM from Grandmaster from Argentina, Grandmaster Diego Flores, and it looks decent here for White, but definitely he does not enjoy the advantage here.
And also, Pragg is on 3 point streak right now, 9.5 out of 12. Very nice performance. Like, he has only lost 2.5 points in 12 games. In the field like this, where 200% GMs are playing. And the best part, what I can see is out of top 10, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Seven.
Seven
Amazing.
people in top 9.
okay,
Wow.
9. Wow.
And just
This guy,
4 points to go for double century, guys. Like, these guys are doing double century in like 1 hour and less than 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 15 minutes, maybe we'll have double century.
I'm just
Yes.
missing a BC5 and queen to D6, D3, queen D6. I'm
Oh,
surprised
nice.
to miss this.
Maybe Flores missed this.
Hmm.
Okay, now you are just 2 pawns up because Bishop H3
Uh,
play knight
be
H4.
coming, but you always have knight H4 ideas. So
Yeah.
maybe like CD4, bishop H3, knight H4 is an option. The alternative is probably he's considering knight H4 directly. If DE3, queen takes D8,
Yep.
but
And
D8
also,
queen is coming.
yep. And let's say if India has a great chance, we'll also have a look at other Indian players who are playing for the Yogis, like Murli Karthikeyan is there, Deeptan Ghosh is there, Abhimanyu is there. We'd like to give a love and shout out to all our team members. So yes, we can see your messages in the chat and keep your questions and your comments coming.
From
Yeah.
long time, this is a request by Mrinal to show Dipten's game. So maybe we can have a quick look at his game.
No, we do have a strong Russian team. They dominated yesterday. And one
Yeah.
shocking news from yesterday's result was the loss of China. A strong Chinese team.
Yeah.
They got eliminated yesterday. But we have very strong competition with in form of Russia and also the teams from the US, Chicago and St. Louis. They're pretty
Yep,
strong.
and I think Ramesh sir, of course, and even Nubair bhai has been a part of this Pro Chess League management team for Indian teams for a long time. So Nubair, last time कब China before knockouts eliminate हुआ है याद है आपको?
And never, they every time played almost
Never.
playoffs. I mean,
And in fact, when we had the real Pro Chess League, the winner used to play on site in San Francisco. So the Chinese team had gone to San Francisco all 3 times before this. So
and
heavy
very strong
favorite.
team, like they have Bing, Wei, Yu Yang, the young
Yes.
guys.
So great news for Team India, and they have no, they're on the cusp of crossing 200. Very close, guys. Very close. We'll get there very soon.
So it's
And
creating
also,
some.
one more thing I like to point, for example, Maxim is like very strong player. Like after scoring 10/10, he played next 5 games and he has managed to only win 2 games. He's not able to get the streak that. So after you lose the streak, it's also very difficult to get back into shape and win so many games. But when it comes to Nihal or let's say Pragg, these guys are even if they lose one game or make a draw in between, they are making this streak going.
Yes, and
So what's
Pragg is
amazing for us is like this
Pragg
young
is
kid.
down 8 seconds.
Having 5 seconds.
Yeah, now he'll flag him. Now he's a piece up. Yeah, now it's over.
Yeah, he's looking for mate, but it's not happening
Knight
somehow.
G6, Knight G6 rook H8.
Right.
Brilliant.
Wow, this is crazy. King of
Beautiful.
Rukachet is excellent.
2 seconds on the board.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I think we should make clip of this.
Yes, definitely. Guys, and with this, thanks to Pragg's win, 200 points, guys. India Yogis OP in the chat. We see
Yeah.
all of you in the chat. 550 of you guys. Ho jaye India Yogis OP in the chat. And guys, good news coming in. NR Visak beat MVL.
Wow.
Wow. We have three people who have defeated MVL today.
Brilliant.
Out of
And
the
New match.
yes,
country. Wow.
as Riddle, our lovely mod is saying, uh, once his streak was broken, then he just kind of fell. Like Raunak winning against MVL, literally like guaranteed Yogi's the first place today.
Yeah, so now Pragg is also is on a streak, and Nihal is like unstoppable. So far, he has been
I think the
upgrading.
entire team is unstoppable right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, this is so nice to see that the 7 of the top 10. Amazing.
So we have the MVL and Maze. They are doing a great job for France.
Yeah.
Apart from that, total domination by our guys.
Yes, and also it's amazing to see NR Visak playing so well. Like he has 10 bar 15, and like other players, at least I have seen them playing arenas or
No,
so.
and let me share a secret here. It was Nubair who suggested to have Visak in the team. And I have
Wow.
worked with Visak and Vignesh brothers when they were very young. I used to take some lessons for them. But I never knew that they were very good in online games. And it was Nubair who suggested to have him as well. And he has more than justified with a fantastic performance.
Yes, and very smart man picks by Nubair and Ramesh sir for the yogis, and we hope it continues because we will need your think tank plus the support of the chat for Team India to go very far in this competition.
Meanwhile, Nihal is on his way to make individual 50. He's at 49 points and he's playing Grandmaster Hess.
So, Nubair bhai and Ramesh sir, do you think Nihal can outscore one whole team?
It's quite
No, it's
possible.
only possible because of that streak thing, and otherwise it's difficult. But
So far, Argentina has 93 points in double digit, and we have
let's say
Nihal
two of our
89.
boys can do it. Like two of them combined can overtake a whole team. Now we are just bragging. Now we are
Yeah,
showing off. But
And the funny part is like out of top seven, like six Indians, except all like are Indians, and there is MVL. So we have completely nailed it. Like we have completely nailed it. Like
yeah. So now
and also
even
other boys are also at number 11 and like even like number 15. So they are not far behind also.
yeah.
So
So
all team is doing good.
Visak, Arvind, and Pragg, they are also on a streak. They have suddenly risen to the top, so that's a good thing. And there's a question by Archishwan Sengupta. In coming future, will classical matches with 90 minutes time control exist, or will it all be rapids and blitz? I don't
very
think
nice.
one form will completely eliminate the other formats. So I believe there will be following for standard time control as well, apart from blitz. But the real challenge will be uh, will online tournaments overtake over the board tournaments, because it's very expensive to have over the board tournaments, bringing all the players under one roof, paying for accommodation and all
Yep.
this. So from logistics viewpoint, maybe it is possible most of the top tournaments would gradually go the hybrid way. That is very much likely.
Yep, and very well said by Ramesh. And meanwhile, Niranjan has been scouting some games, and he has. You can already see the game live on your screen's chat. That is Nihal versus Robert Hess. Robert is a very beloved commentator for chess.com. And Nihal played 1b3, the fire that's raging on. And Ramesh, sir, can you guess what he played for? He played a5.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
this was played by Ahmad Adli. And
Yes, yes, against Repo, I think. Yeah,
yeah,
at
uh,
world teams, one of the world
yeah,
teams probably.
B3A5. So it's not really surprising.
Yeah. In a
But
90-minute game, like our chat was asking a question. So yes, it is possible to play openings, the same openings online as well as in classical games.
so yeah, Nihal's position, I think it should end in a okay. Position is objectively equal, I would say.
B5
Uh,
very good. No?
Yeah. And shout out to Niranjan. He has managed to get Nihal's face cam on screen for you guys. So chat, you
Wow.
can see Nihal's reactions as well. So we'll try adding a few more players as well. So thank you Niranjan for that.
And now it will
Yeah.
be interesting to see Nihal was better. And then Hess strike with B5, which was very nice. No, if you
Rook
can show
b5
that.
king g1. Rook
And
b5 rook c4 king g1. He should be fine. He's
yeah,
going
but
for the pawn end game. This looks very risky.
Yes,
But
but as you guys know, Nihal
he will
has
flag anyway, sir. I think so.
yeah.
he will flag. That's the explanation everywhere.
Anyway, he will flag. So I was just calculating which version he will go, which complicated version he will go, where he can confidently flag his opponent. But this looks very scary now because A2 is
Yeah.
coming with check.
Yeah, so probably just rook b5, stay the rook morning. And I was very sure with the king e1 move. I would have preferred king g1, king h2, king g3
Yeah,
to keep
because
here. But they
Wow.
should
so
not draw, yes.
guys,
One
it's
B7
Robert Hess
straight
who's
after all.
So
yeah,
that's why the king should have been stayed in the corner.
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
very good
Okay.
technical point by sir that keeping the king on h2 so that there is no rook check and coming with the pawn moving forward. If you keep
So
the
that,
king on your first rank, then always there's rook b2 or rook h2 moves which comes with the check, and then the one can queen.
mm. And that's the advantage of having experience. When you're old, you can sense these things, but your calculation skills are no match with these young cubs.
So Chad has to wait. India has to wait to see Nihal scoring 50. He's at 49 points and his streak got broken. But if he wins it's still the next game, he'll anyway reach 50 as he's on 49 points.
Yeah.
So we have
Meanwhile, we have Arvind who's at 3 points straight.
so we have a 70-point lead over France.
Yes. Looks really good. Really good.
So which Indian, apart from Anand, is most likely to make it to the candidates in the near future? I would. So we have two players over 2700, Hari Krishna and Vidit Gujarati. They both are extremely strong and quite young. And after that, we have all these young guys, and it's really hard to pick a favorite among them. So we have Nihal, Pragg, and Gukesh, and we have Raunak, we have Arjun Erigaisi, and we also have Karthikeyan Murali and Arvind Chidambaram. So these guys are very young, very hardworking, and very ambitious.
Chief,
So
oh, a
sure.
very nice idea to make this game into a draw by Arvind as he was draw on time.
Mhm.
So I
Yes,
think,
please continue.
so coming back to that, it would be fair to say that it's not just one who can make it. It's
Yeah.
plenty. It's several options who can make it.
The good thing is, if it is one or two guys who are doing well, then we will have a very less options. But with more players and more young players getting inspired by each other, so we have very good chance to uh, strike at the candidates level.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. And maybe we are having candidates in Indian Youth team.
yeah, quite possible. Like
Yeah.
a few of these guys we could see in the top 10 in the world. I'm just hoping it will happen sooner, probably in the next 3 to 5 years. It's a lot of asking, I can understand, because Nihal is probably the only one among the young lot to cross 2650. And
Yeah.
there are still
Yeah.
some milestones to cross. So the ones who are able to cross 2700, 2750 faster than others will have better chance to reach to the very top.
Yep.
So we have lots of world champion in our team, like Grandmaster Karthikeyan Murali is former under 12 world champion. We have Jose under 18 world champion. We have Pragg world champion. Nihal, I mean, not less than world champion. I mean, he don't need to prove that he's a world champion. He is already there. Uh, Raunak as well. Arvind finished second in World Junior Championship. Even Abhimanyu finished second in World Junior Championship. So we are having complete team of champions, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Whoa. Prague is winning. I just saw the bar go crazy in Pragg's game.
Hmm.
Yes, and we are already chat is saying that. And wow, now it's getting really in the comfortable zone. Now we can actually manage to relax.
Yeah,
So we still
Pragg
have
winning one more game.
35 minutes. 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So we should try to score as many points as we can, increase the lead, and that will give a lot of confidence for our players. And we will also gain respect from the other teams. And
I think
the
it will
second,
be interesting to put a challenge to St. Louis team and set a the benchmark that if you can break this one, they have like 427 plus GMs, and if young boys can put it like that will be nice to see, and definitely the kids will earn more respect.
yeah, and
Yep.
it will do a lot of confidence to them. So when these players go there and play in the standard time control against the same players, then we will have a fantastic. I mean, these wins they are scoring even in these 3+0 time controls. It will do a lot of confidence. It will give a lot of confidence to these players when they play in the standard time control.
Yep. And Jaideep, you can just click on the link that has been pinned in the comments, and you can just open it up. I'll just post it once again. And guys, 600 likes and 600 of you watching. So if you have joined in, do hit that like button. Let's get it to 750, and just show your love for Team India Yogis here.
Yes.
Um,
So
yep.
right now we have all these players. Gukesh, he was 2599 in the previous list,
Yeah.
but I'm sure he's already like 2600 plus caliber, and he will be there after the tournament win. So we have Raunak, Arjun Erigaisi, Pragg, Nihal. So all these guys, and they are all competing with each other, and their rating is increasing with each tournament they play. And that's really amazing to see.
Yep. And another thing that is amazing for chat to see is thanks to Niranjan, the game which we are showing, we are also showing the face cam of our junior star because all of our players are juniors here. So you can also see the reactions of Pragg, Nihal, and Ronak as you see on screen now that what are they going through. And guys, even they have their moments, even they like to celebrate their wins, or they all oh no like this. So it's very nice to see these players in action.
Also, I would like to highlight one point that Dipten is not have not scored so many points, but he's doing very nice job doing there. He has stopped Hess from getting two big strikes. He has defeated Hess in between twice when he was defeating our other players, and so Dipten is doing a really good job by breaking the strikes of the people who are scoring for the opposition team.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
like
really very important. Very, very important contribution to the team.
how we have speed breakers on road. They are these. There is like the streak breaker, just
Yeah, the
stopping us.
moment the game he defeated Nihal and the next game Dipten defeated him again.
Yeah,
Previously, also Hess was not getting the streak. He's getting the wins. He's making good moves in between, but there are speed breakers.
absolutely. And eh,
And I'm very sure that by end of probably not even end of 2022, probably mid 2022, we will have at least 3 or 4 players from this team crossing 2700
wow,
FIDE points. I'm almost very sure about this.
guys, you heard it first. Your Grandmaster RB Ramesh sharing his thoughts, and I think there is rarely a Grandmaster in India who has not been trained by you at some point in their life, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with a lot of guys over a bit of time. Just goes to show how old I am.
Uh, And yes, guys, so of course we have I think 69 Grandmasters now, and you can do check out our Know Your Grandmaster series where we just share one game and a little life story on all of India's Grandmasters on their birthday. So you can also check it out in on our
Yeah,
YouTube
With
channel.
31 minutes to go, we are close to reach 250 points.
Yep. Oh wow, I didn't know this. One of our mods is saying Deeptan and I were in the same college. Brinal, shout out. That's so amazing. Small world.
And Dipten is also moving slowly up. He's scoring points. He has scored 10 out of 19, moving to number 16 spot.
Yes, and Bhuva Chandra is saying, yes, RB Ramesh sir is like the Dronacharya of Indian. So of course, I mean, even more than that, he's been the star of the so many grandmasters he has coached here. And Chess in the chat is saying a very nice point that not many of you know. Raunak Sadhwani has beaten Nikhil Dixit in a classical game before this. That is why he came 15 minutes late. So
Ah.
that's
And he
amazing.
too played that game fast. I was in contact with him. He had some difficulty getting the taxi in time, and that's why he got delayed. But he played game very very fast. Like he had like 45 minutes in his stock when he finished the game. So he has calculated. He has done his math. But the cab didn't arrive at the time. That's why he got a little bit delayed, and he cannot really start the game until he set up both the cameras as per the league rules. So that's why he came a little bit late. But he's still at the top.
Yes, yes, that just shows Raunak's talent here. I mean, absolutely amazing. Also, I think he has not come back to India. He's been playing these European tournaments for a while.
Yep,
Good for
yeah.
him. Yeah, I see
Yeah, now
some more comments.
he's in some
I think
trouble
so. We
now.
are gonna have tough time putting the team in the upcoming games because in the next match we will be have to only put 6 players out of 9, and selecting 6 out of 9 will be difficult, and then it will be more difficult going into semis and finals. Only 4 out of 6. I mean, the all 9 or 10 players. So all players are doing so nice. And chat, let us know which 4 players or which 6 players you would like to see in the quarterfinals, which will be coming on 21st September on chess.com India.
So our
Yep.
lead has increased to 95 points.
Oh,
We
wow.
have a 95-point lead over France. We are on
Amazing.
251 points. That's amazing.
I
But
think
the
history is
streaks
going
are
to get created today.
now most of the players are not having the kind of streak they had initially. So probably the energy level is dropping. Players are getting more tired, and that is also reflecting. Um, but okay, so we have healthy contribution from Visak. That's very
Yep.
surprising. I'm very happy to see him contributing so nicely to the team. So he has 1 point more than Prague. So I think if we count the top 6 players standings, a player should have. And if you can see Jose's performance, he has 57 points, and he is more than double than most of the players. So now, if you take that 10th player in the standing, which is Dipten Ghosh, he has scored 28 points, and Jose has 57 points, more than double. So complete domination by him.
It's all about strike. It's all about strike and how fast you finish the game.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see
Yeah,
Jose.
and he is also like he's also back to streak. He has won 4 games in a row after his streak got broken between. And
Mm.
also we have another lion beast, Maxime, who is back into the streak with 3 points. But now I think it's not going to help France team because there's almost 100 points lead, and the gap is so big to be built in next 30 minutes.
Yes, and I think with first place virtually confirmed, guys, I have put in a poll for you guys where I'm not asking if the yogis are going to win, but I have asked you whether the Indian yogis will win by a margin of 100 points or no. So put in your votes in the poll and let us know.
Yep.
And it'll also be interesting, like the team which we'll have to choose, because in this stage of the game we have 9 players playing for our team, but from the quarterfinals we'll have only 6 players representing our team. So we'll have to choose the best 6 out of 9 from today's performance. So according to the chat, uh, who will be your team top 6 for the quarterfinals?
Yeah, that's a great question. And yes, we are seeing Jose's game here with Jose on camera. You're playing from Peru. So I think it's just literally like 10:30 a.m. for him. So great to see such a united team. And some people are saying more than 100 points as well is possible. And yes, chat, while you write in your teams, I'll ask a question to Ramesh sir from from the chat, he's asking your views on Firuza reaching world number 9.
No, Firuza, I remember seeing him like I've been traveling with the Indian team and also with the Indian under 16 team for World Youth Olympiads for many years. And I've been following the Iran team as well. I'm very close to these players, Maksudlu, Tabatabai, and of course Ali Reza.
Yeah,
So I've been seeing their progress. They have been dominating in the team events. He won again, and he was in a very uh, tough position, and he won again.
yeah,
Jose. So from there, around 2018, I guess, uh, or 2000, yeah, 2018, I think, there was Asian Team Championship which was held in Iran, and at that time, the trio of Sudlu, Ali Reza, and Tabatabai, they completely dominated, and they won the team ahead of us. We finished second in the Asian Team Championship, and around that time, he started accelerating. He was working with Ivan Sokolov. Ivan Sokolov was the coach for the Iranian team, and he was also working privately with Ivan Sokolov. I think that had a great he had a great influence in his growth. And I also heard that Ali Reza has been working with Magnus um, for a brief time. And when you work with such a team, it does a lot of good. You start believing in yourself. I think apart from the just talent, the hard work, it is also the kind of belief you have in yourself that also matters in the long run. Working with these guys, I think, has done a lot to his confidence, and he has recently moved to France. But in
yeah,
the last few months, his performance has not been that great as was expected. Probably he's in that transition mode. I'm sure he'll be seeing a lot more positive performance from him
yep.
in the coming.
And thank you guys for your suggestions. So many comments in the chat for the team management that they have set so many different set of six players. Mrinal is saying it doesn't matter any pick, any six you pick will rock it for Team India Yogis. Another comment is that I'm seeing is uh, that today's top six can also be the top six for the quarterfinals. But yes, I think it is a very good problem for you both to have because we have so many options.
Yeah. So usually what happens in many team events, I have seen that there'll be a problem. We call it as blanket problem, short blanket problem. It means like, let's say we have five players in the team and four players have to play. And sometimes something peculiar happens. What happens is sometimes the top player, one player from the top is not performing and one player from the bottom is also not performing. Two players are in bad form. Then we get this short blanket problem. So if you make the top player play, then your leg is exposed. And if you make
Yeah.
the bottom player play, then your head is exposed. It's like a short blanket, you're trying to cover the whole body. Either your leg or the head will be exposed. So if you have two players not in great form, this can happen. So we have Jose versus MVL playing, and
Yeah.
MVL is dominating position wise, and time wise also he's having a big lead. So that's a good news for France. They are not only breaking the streak, and MVL will add to his streak.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
a big gain.
And also, it's the players do have a bonus as well, right? Of finishing at the top, like some prize. So he'll try to upstage Jose and try to finish first in today's arena.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
And Nihal has meanwhile overtaken MVL, so MVL doesn't have just one player to beat. So MVL is kind of surrounded by all Indian yogis
Yeah.
there.
So at the top we have Jose and Nihal, and next to him we have Ronak, Visak, and Pragg. So that's really good fight.
Okay, okay,
So
Jose
the
got
But they're still playing. The game is not ending. They're still playing. Okay, he resigned. As Jose wants to make more points, guys. He's not satisfied with 60 points. He's not satisfied with number one place. He wants to create some new records. Let's see if he can get to 70 points.
and regarding the format, we have 9 players playing for each team, and there are 4 teams playing. Being here, it is taking the into account the points by all the 9 players.
Right.
But eventually, the position will be top spot will be decided by the top 6 performing players.
Yep. India's lead has shrunk a little, but still, I think we are well on course to clinch the top quarterfinal spot, like the top
Mhm.
place.
Yeah, that one game could have had a very big impact as well. Jose losing to MVL.
Yep.
Stream is ending, and also MVL is getting probably like 5 points for
So,
the. But
so, so it's like get 8 point loss. For example, Jose, if he would have won that game, he could have gained 4 points. But at the same time, he loses those 4 points, and MVN gains those 4 points. So they get ahead with 8 points, with MVN having his streak and Jose losing his streak. So it can, I mean, in long run, these things can be a problem. But we have a good, another big news coming in. Nihal leading the arena right now with 62 points.
yeah, and it's also having 2 extra points in this game.
Yeah.
So there's an interesting game going on between Hess versus Prague.
Yes.
So where Prague has sacrificed a pawn, but he has a pair of bishop advantage. That's good
Yeah.
compensation.
Which is gonna come next.
Awesome. So thank you, Niranjan, for having Pragg's reaction on screen as well. Um, what do you guys think? Like, is Pragg gonna get this?
I think he's gonna get this one. The dark squares looks quite weak. The bishops are pretty strong, and it's really tough to play such positions, even if you're having 2 knights, because white has no active play, and
Yeah,
while black can
A3
just
would
play
be really nice.
g7 even if he wants.
I'm just thinking maybe you'll play knight e6, bishop c3, rook c1, bb2. But then knight c7 is coming, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Okay, so
maybe
rook
just
d8.
playing fast is enough. He's ahead on time.
Yeah, this spin is going to hurt a lot.
Yeah, rook
Good.
d1 again, a nice tactical shot by Hess. I mean, a defense, let's say, not shot, but
So maybe you can just take rook d1, knight d1, c5, and then put the bishop on d4,
Yeah.
dominating
yeah,
the
very
knight.
good point.
But I'm not sure. We can still go king d2 on knight c3, knight b5. Then the a3 pawn could be in trouble. Does he
d5
want
is nice.
five?
If knight c5, just bishop c8.
Yeah, knight c5, just bishop c8. Probably has to go knight d7. Bishop e5.
I think Hess is already playing for time.
Yeah.
f4
Uh,
check.
I like Mrinal's comment that Pragg, please don't lose because he doesn't want Hess to brag about that he beat Nihal, Pragg, and Raunak on the
Yeah,
same
both
day.
of them. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, bishop b3. Bishop b3, a b3, a2.
C4 maybe.
Oh
He
yeah,
wants.
yeah. There he goes. Yes.
No, one thing I have noticed, like Prag and me, we think many times alike. Not just in chess, outside of chess as well.
So Ramesh, how many years have you been training Pragg now?
Probably like when he was since when he was 7.5 years old. Now he's 16.
Basically, his whole chess career.
Probably like 8 years.
Wow.
No, but
This
that
game
is
is very tense.
now it is becoming tricky.
Yeah.
This he's trying to get the rook g8 cut off.
And he has another pass pawn here. He's got to be careful about some weird
Knight
checks.
trumps coming in.
g1. I'm not sure.
I think H2 is still possible. And F7 just king G7, and if knight discovery, we can just go up.
Yeah.
King g6.
Rook H7 is the only move.
Yeah, but what do you do for rook h7?
No, bg1 is there, but I was not sure whether that's the right
I
move.
think it's going to be a flagging game. I mean, it's
Yeah,
going to be
flag
a
first. Oh, now he
Yeah,
has rook e7. Nice.
rook is coming. Rook e7.
Oh, free rook. Okay, now it's
not the free rook.
So it's about time.
Yeah, it's all about time. Arena is all about time.
whoa.
And Hayes
What?
is always tricky. Always tricky. Hayes is always tricky like this.
Check
Come
him.
on, Pragg, once again. Come on.
Yes.
Well done.
There you go.
Checkmate by Pragg. He's like, you make your
Beautiful.
proof. I'm going to checkmate you.
Second each.
Incredible game. Incredible. Wow.
My hands will be like shaking if I'm playing these games.
He's like, I achieved everything in my life, but got checkmated in the end.
Beautiful, man. What an amazing game that was.
Yeah. Well, Pragg, I mean, it
And
was
now
Two
he's
nice. It
playing
was
with the
nice.
Nihal. So Nihal is on streak and is playing with his.
yeah.
And Team India Yogis moved to 294 points. Guys, 1-6 we needed and 300. The pass
The
score.
goal set out by the team management of the yoga, like, and
So
it
we have
must be a very
100.
nice feeling to see
Yeah.
this.
So Genghis is also doing well, quite well.
Yep.
Argentina.
So that is
Yeah, he has
again
kept the hopes alive for Argentina team. Also, like there's a big fight going on between Argentina and Poland to finish third and fourth. Both of them on 156 points. These are Genghis fighting for the Argentina team, while we have I think Dragon Camille for the Poland one. And guys, this is really a matter of a fight because the fourth aega they'll be out of the Project League season. So and if they come third, they get chance to at least play against France team.
yes, and while India yogis will be sailing through to the quarterfinals without a need of a playoff match. So that's
Yeah.
some good rest for our team as well because the quarterfinals will happen on 21st of September, and hopefully Team India goes through and plays the final on 24th.
Yeah, and from tomorrow we have the online tournament is happening as well, where Pragg, Vaishali, all our young tugs will be playing.
So,
Serious
Ramesh,
fire.
does Pragg ever take a break, or they just keep going?
It's not just Pragg. All these young guys, like even Nihal, he was playing in the
Raunak
online.
is playing like double shift.
Yeah. So when
Niranjan, if you can show Diptan's game, he has done a very nice shot, Bishop into C6, and he has won one more game, scoring 30 points for Team Yogis.
so Nihal's score is 18 out of 20. Jose is 21 out of 25. Ronak 17 out of 21 games. Visak 15 out of 21. And Pragg 14 and a half out of 19. So probably like in Pragg's case, he has played only 19 games,
Yeah.
right? And in
Yeah.
Ronak, he already played 21 games.
Yeah,
And
he came
despite
15 minutes late and he played two more games.
yeah, he came 15 minutes late and he managed to play two more games than Pragg. So it also matters a lot. You finish more games, huh?
Yeah, and like the
Yeah, but
wins
at the
count,
same
but
time, like
how
the winning
quickly?
percentage matters, sir. For
Yeah, how
example,
quickly?
for example, Nihal, if you see, he has played 20 games and won 18. So he has like the streak as well as the winning percentage more than let's say Jose or let's say MVL.
Right. That is why he's number one currently.
So tomorrow, it's a very important event for these youngsters. We have Nihal, Gukesh, Vaishali, Pragg, Leon Mendonca. I think all these guys will be playing in Hui Fun Challenge. And this is the fourth tournament in a series of tournaments for the top 10 players among the boys and top 10 players among the girls. They are playing in a tournament, in a series of four tournaments.
Uh-huh.
And the top eight players, after these four tournaments, they count the points of the top eight players and they'll qualify to play in the finals. That's going to happen next month between 14 to 17. And that will be very critical because the winner will automatically get an entry into the Grand Chess Tour and they'll be able to compete with the best in the business. So
Yeah, and
lot
this
of
is like some
He
good
completed
practice.
300 points.
Yes,
yeah.
300 points are done, guys, and target set out by the team management has been achieved. So, hoping our boys are getting some good practice for tomorrow's event. and everything is online nowadays. But a few of our stars like Raunak are playing offline and online on the same day. So great for him. And 10 minutes to go, guys. Last 10 minutes. So actually, Nubair bhai and Ramesh, I didn't realize that we have already like been here for an hour and 50 minutes. It just seemed so much fun.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
started and not finished, and we have scored 300 points, and getting people
Exactly.
like Maxine.
Guys, hit that like button for the yogis. Let's try to hit 1K likes, because if we hit 1,000 likes, we'll be trying to get some of our stars from today for a live interview with you guys. So smash up those like buttons and you may see some of our stars with a quick interview here in
So
10
I'm just
15 minutes.
seeing the lineup for Hui Fun Challenge that's going to happen from tomorrow. So from India, we have Pragnananda, Leon Mendonca, Vaishali, and Aditya Mittal. So they are playing, but I'm not seeing Nihal and Rakesh. Probably Rakesh is already playing
Yeah, Club
European
Cup.
Club Cup. Uh, so this is the team, and we have other players like Vincent Kiemer, Avander Liang, and many others playing. So it's a good lineup.
Yeah,
So Nihal's positions quite complicated, but it's A pawn, the light square domination, the A8 rook is under attack. Uh, so he's trying to trap the knight somehow, but if a white queen and knight can combine on light squares, it will be bad news for black. I
yeah,
prefer white and slightly here.
and Chad is saying we have a 115-point lead, and 90% of you guys have voted yes on the poll. So yes, you guys are right. We are having a convincing win today.
Definitely.
Rook e5? Rook e5 or knight e5? Knight e5? Yeah, knight e5 is coming. Okay, it took rook e5.
Yes, yes. Of course, I saw in the finals, Evander Liang beat Esipenko twice in the finals of the Olympiad. So these youngsters, like on their day, they can defeat anyone, like in their, especially in their own age groups. So the all these, I think, junior speed chess championship, the How You Fan challenge, so many junior tournaments, just going. It's a very nice competition, but I feel that. Uh, it is very nice to see if one junior wins plenty of tournaments, because that is very rare, because all of them are talented and all of them are working super hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I was just checking out how the Poland and Argentina team is doing. 166 and 164, 2 points difference there. 7 minutes to go, and guys, unke dosto, it's all about like qualification or and remaining in the league. While for us, it's 111 points lead, and as just हमने voting किया है, we are Chad has also won. That we are won with 100 points, more or less, because 5 minutes. I don't think 10 points France can cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I think.
also if some of the games are happening beyond the allotted time, those results will not be counted in the final standings. So it's
Yep.
very
Yep.
important that teams um, end their games before the allotted time.
Nihal
Yeah.
also having this second streak going on with 6 points in a row.
he,
Like,
he's un- he really wants that best performer prize, I think, today.
yeah,
And we
Less
just have
than
to take care
yeah,
that.
he wins one more. 74 points, guys. 74 points.
yes, less than 6 minutes. That means
One more.
it's a 3-3 game. So just one off games, guys. One
Now
game for every player.
next one we'll play d4.
Yeah, I think Nihal is like all set for first place.
And he's not playing the full time. He is winning the game with 1 minute to spare on the clock. So
Yeah,
that's is able to complete more games within the less time.
And Raunak winning the game for Indian Yogi's team and also putting maybe Argentina out of the Portuguese league. Was his defeating Genghis Khan?
Probably because Poland and Argentina are both on 166.
Six.
France is confirmed for the playoff match.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Very nerve-wracking battle between Argentina and Poland. Both
yeah.
on 166 points. So Nihal
Uh,
and
did
Raunak.
you like? Did any of you guys expect to have an like the first and second player both from the Indian Yogis at the end of the arena?
No, to be honest, like I mentioned some time back, I was not having any idea about Jose's performance and skills in shorter time control online tournaments. So I'm really, it's a pleasant surprise for me. And thanks to Nubair for getting him for our team. It was his suggestion, and it has turned out very good for our team.
Yeah, pleasure doing so, getting the best players, and most of the players were picked by Sir and Chess Gurukul team. And I just gave last two three important players, and this made our victory look so big that we are having close to 110 points lead, winning this. And it was never expected that we will win this match with more than 100 points lead. And as Sir said, like ahead of MVL, like Nihal first, second Jose, then Raunak getting fourth after missing 15 minutes is big achievement. Vishak doing fantastic performance, 15.5 out of 23. Pragg backing at the end, 15.20. Even Abhimanyu contributing to dream. I mean, excellent. Just this is just complete team performance, and getting like all nine players in top 20 is I mean what we can ask for more.
Yeah.
Amazing. And it lead has increased to 124 points. This is getting total domination by the Yogis today.
Yeah.
And we can see Nihal still playing, like he wants to still play.
78. Oh my gosh.
I think after the tournament is over, I mean, he will just find some other online tournament and he'll still keep playing.
Exactly.
No, the appetite these guys have is amazing.
So Ramesh sir, do you recommend any set number of games or hours that students should play online, or you just give them a free hand?
No, what I when we were players, most of the senior players they tell us not to play in blitz tournaments because it is
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
harmful for the game. You will lose. You will not learn how to think and all this. So it was considered a taboo to play in blitz tournaments. But I was always very good in blitz when I was a young player, and I was playing a lot of blitz games. And I felt if handled properly, it can actually help. And when I started interacting with the top players, I noticed that all the top players are very good in blitz as well. So uh, I think if you are doing your regular preparation to improve your chest strength, then playing blitz is not very harmful. But if you are neglecting your regular preparation and playing blitz, then it could have an impact. So it should not be at the cost of regular preparation. So if you're doing your regular preparation on a regular basis, then playing blitz is fine.
Got it. And
Last
yeah,
1.5 minute to go.
So if the game doesn't end within the 1.5 minutes, then whatever happens to the result will not be counted. So only the games which end within the 1 minute 8 seconds, the result will be counted. So we have the overall standings. We have 118 points lead over France, but the final standings will be something completely different because they will take only the points of top six players from each team, not all the nine players. In that case, the lead could be significantly high. That's my opinion.
right. Yes, I think so too.
And Nober, I have a doubt. So when they count the top six players' scores, will they be looking at the streak points or let's say Nihal has 21 out of 23? So
No, they will be counting the streak points.
3 points. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
the point which is appearing here.
okay.
Okay, just 10 seconds to go. Amazing day one for the
Six,
Yogis in the
five,
2021 edition.
four, three,
Three, two,
two, and we
one.
have won the group stage with 333 points.
Yes,
That's
guys,
crazy.
Indian Yogis winning with 333, France Roosters coming in second with 211, and Argentina tipping the Poland Hussars with 178. So probably Hussars are out. We don't know yet because will be counted. But India Yogis comfortably the winners and are going through to the quarterfinal.
Yeah. So congratulations to all the players, and a big thanks to every one of you, each and every one of you who are watching the stream and supporting the players. And this will give a lot of encouragement for our players to do well. And we will have we move to the quarterfinals, and that will be happening on the 21st. Start probably 22nd morning at 12:30, little
AM.
past. Right? Yeah, 12:30 a.m. Yeah, top three from India. Okay, so Ronak, after giving a
Raunak has,
15 shots,
yeah, overpassed Maxim, and this is, I mean,
amazing.
simply crazy. I mean, क्या ही बोले.
Yeah, these three guys have really turned the tournament upside down.
Yep,
And
absolutely. And what are your feelings from the team management side?
yeah, I'm really happy. Generally, I'm as a coach, I try not to lay too much emphasis on the results part. I just and when we were having the meeting before the game, so I just said like just go out, enjoy, and play. So and that's what this guy seems to have done. Everyone has had good fun, and even Kartik and Murli, who had a tough tournament, he managed to get a 5 win streak towards the very end of the tournament.
Oh, nice.
So it's a nice comeback. I'm really happy that these youngsters are taking responsibility to see that team going forward.
Like kind of performing on the day or winning on demand is also just helps their own chess when they go back to over the board chess in those critical moments. Yep. So guys, do stick around. We'll be back with an interview with the winners of this arena today. So we'll have the Indian Yogis squad themselves joining in for a quick interview. So smash those likes, grab some water or popcorn, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome, guys. We have with us the Indian yogis themselves. Welcome, Nihal. Welcome, Pragg. Welcome, Abhimanyu. and Murli, Deeptan. Welcome all of you. If you can turn on your cameras, your fans are waiting for you at 12:30 a.m.
Hey Rakesh, hi everyone.
Hello, and Ramesh sir, what are your thoughts on these young boys scoring such an amazing, having such an amazing day today?
Yeah, really happy to see uh, top three of our players finishing in the top three. And special congrats to Nihal, Jose, and Ronak. Great contribution to finish in the top three. And Ronak, despite joining the team 15 minutes late, he managed to finish in the top three. And Nihal is like simply amazing. He did not uh, count the number of games he played. He scored 21 out of 23. He managed to play more games than most players and scored very heavily as well. Really impressed and amazed the level of consistency, the enthusiasm these guys are bringing into the game.
And Nihal, firstly, an amazing day for you. You finished first. Uh, what are your thoughts? And plus, you started with a loss. So, can you take us through your day today?
Yeah, I'm just very happy to have been able to play well. After the first round, I was completely winning and I messed up and even lost. But then I thought, okay, there are 2 hours. I'll just try to maintain my rating somehow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And
That
Pragg,
was
I think you also had a very nice finish where in a time scramble you managed to make that Queen C7 checkmate. You played Bishop D6 and Queen C7 mate against Hess.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, probably I was worse throughout the game and somehow managed to trick in the time trouble.
All right, all right. And Nubair bhai, you are the manager of the Indian Yogis. So what are your thoughts on having a dream last minute substitution with Jose Alcantara Martinez?
Yeah, it's a dream come true. They did much better than what was expected, and like we thought 300 would be like very big thing, and they have scored 333 points, and everyone contributed like right from everyone like first, second, third Indian team also all top 10. We have 7 to 8 players. Complete team performance, and guys, well done. Like I have no words like to describe your performance. It's just OP and at par.
All right. Abhimanyu, we had about I think 700 people watching us at 12:30 and supporting and cheering the yogis. What message would you like to give to your followers?
The support 730 50 wow at 12:30, that's amazing. It's really nice to see uh, everyone coming to cheer for us. So please continue doing the same in the next matches, and yeah, we'll try our best.
Just before we wrap it up, I have a fun question for Deeptayan and Murli to answer. You had a nice end for your arena, but your main job was maybe kind of you were breaking the streak. So Ramesh sir, Nubair, and I honestly were calling you like the streak breakers or speed breakers that we have on roads. So what are your thoughts on that? So
Yeah,
Deeptayan, maybe
actually,
you can start off.
okay, yeah, Captain, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I didn't play that well. Like in the between, I lost a lot of games. Actually, one of the games I mouse slipped, and after that, I lost I think games in a row. So, 3 4 games in a row. So that went bad. I think I ended well. Like within the last 10 minutes, I got about 4 5 points, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Yeah, so it was great playing for the team and like happy to contribute. Thanks.
So we have Ronak and Jose also joining. Congratulations to both of you. Great performance. And Ronak, you joined 15 minutes late. So can you tell the
Yeah,
people
my phone
what
got
happened?
switched off actually.
Okay.
And
And
Raunak,
despite
you
coming 15 minutes late, you managed to finish in the top three. That's
yeah.
amazing
Ah, there,
performance.
yeah. Yeah, like I got stuck in traffic. First of all, I finished quite late. Yeah.
So first of all, guys, Ronak won a classical game earlier today. He beat Nikhil Dixit with the black pieces at the Sharjah Masters. So Ronak, amazing! Like you were playing over the board chess, online chess on the same day.
Yeah, I was very tired before the game because in the game also I had to calculate a lot today.
Right.
Jose, fantastic performance from you. You were dominating right from the beginning. Great, many streaks from your end. So please share your experience with our viewers.
Yeah, I started in a good way because yeah, I played against not the best opponents, and I was 100 focused to try to do my best for the team. I think in some moment I waste all my energy. For example, in the last 30 minutes, I was dropping my pieces, but yeah, I was playing good, but not like the first 45. But I saw then like Nihal was leading the tournament, and I was supposing that, and then I was taking easy because the team is 100 points ahead, and yeah, we will win. And the team is the first point to play. No, the second is the individual, but if the team wins, yeah, all wins.
Yeah, that's a fantastic philosophy and good session for the young players who are forming part of the team. And having such a young team, it's really very inspiring. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Just before you wrap up, Ramesh, sir, we have such an amazing set of youngsters here and the team, Jose, of course. So, any thoughts on the quarterfinals on 21st September?
It's really going to be hard to choose a team to choose 6 players from this 9. Everyone has contributed in their own ways, and it's really going to be hard for us to choose the 9 players. So obviously, like it's pretty late now, and the players need to take rest. And probably in the coming days, we will have a meeting and we will discuss how to go about it. That's not for today.
Yes, of course, of course. So, all right, thank you so much, guys. Can we just have one India Yogis cheer in the chat because we still have plenty of your fans watching? So, 1, 2, 3, India Yogis, come on! And yes, thank you so much, guys. We'll be back on 21st and hope that you guys play till the 24th, the finals on the 24th. Thank you, guys, and good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for the
Good games.
invitation.
So,
Niranjan?
yes. So, any more questions or shall we wrap up?
Yeah, we can wrap up.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back with some more videos and streams. Until then, take care. Bye bye. And thank you, Ramesh sir, Nubair, and Rakesh for joining. This was fun doing all this, and I wish the team all the best.
Yes, and thank you, Nubair, for producing and our amazing viewers and the moderators in the chat as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.